Hello students, welcome to the 6th session of Business Statistics Part 2. In the present session, we'll be discussing about Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient based on the assumed mean method. That the same method can also be said as simple correlation. Let us discuss Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation problem based on assumed mean through this illustration. I suggest you to take a note of the points that I say, or you can also refer the study material which is given along with this PPT. So let us look into the problem. Compute Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between per capita national income and per capita consumer expenditure from the data given below and analyze the result thereon. So you are required to correlate the two values and you have to analyze the result. So the details of the per capita national income and per capita consumer expenditure from the year 1988 to 1997 are given in this problem. So let us assume this per capita national income as X and per capita consumer expenditure as Y. And as I said in the previous theory classes, under assumed mean method, any one value of X and Y can be assumed as the mean for the calculation of deviations from X and Y. So to calculate dx and dy, we need mean values. That is, in the previous problems we had studied about the deviations from the actual mean, and this problem we will be discussing about the assumed mean deviations. So in this problem, let us assume that the mean of X as 258 and Y as 255. So let us look into the table of the calculation of correlation. As I said, the table formation and the columns are as same as the previous actual mean problem. Now in the X and Y column, we will be entering the given values of the problem, and the dx column, dx refers to x minus x bar, and in the assumed mean problem we will be assuming any one value of x and y as the assumed mean, as I said. So here we have assumed 258 as the mean of x. So what we have to do is 249 is the value of x minus 258. So that will give us minus 9. So in the same way we have to calculate all the dx values, and we will end up at sigma dx, which is equal to 45. And in the next column we will be squaring all these values, that is minus 9 square, that will give us 81. So in the same way we will be squaring all the values in the next column and we will be obtaining sigma dx square, and in this problem the value is 1525. And the same procedure has to be followed for y values, that is y already given in the problem. The second column, that is dy refers to y minus y bar, and here we have assumed mean that is 255. So that has to be deducted from the value of y, that is 237 minus 255. So in the same way the calculation has to be done for dy, and sigma dy will be minus 84. And the same procedure has to be followed even for y, that is squaring dy square, and the last column, that is dx into dy, we will be multiplying the deviations of x and y here. That is minus 9 is the deviation in the year 1988, right? So minus 9 and deviation of y in the same row, that is minus 18. So minus 9 and the corresponding deviation of y in the same row, we will be multiplying both the values, that is minus 9 into minus 18 will give us 162. So in the same way, all those corresponding values of dx and dy has to be multiplied, and the final value, that is minus 618, will be obtained. So that refers to sigma dx into dy. Okay, so now we have got all the required value which is necessary to calculate the value of correlation. So as I said, the steps are mentioned in this uh, manner, that is taking the assumed mean of x and y series, taking the deviation, then squaring the deviation of both, and the next step is to multiply dx and dy, and the last step, that is to substitute the given values into the correlation formula. The formula is in this way, that is r is equal to n into sigma dx dy, that is n is the number of observation, sigma dx dy, the last column of the table as we have already discussed, minus dx into dy, sigma dx into dy, divided by root of n into sigma dx square minus dx whole square. So we should concentrate on this point, that is dx square refers to the squared value is summed up, and that value will give us sigma dx square. But here sigma dx has to be entered and then it has to be squared. Okay, into root of n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy whole square. So we have to substitute all these values into the equation, and then we have to solve the problem step by step. And then we will end up at the value of r, and here in this problem r is equal to 0.263. Now coming to the interpretation part, the value of r is 0.263, so that is between 0 to 0.5, that is there is low degree of correlation. So the analysis part goes like this: correlation coefficient based on assumed mean, that is 0.263, therefore we can infer that there is a low positive relationship between the per capita national income and per capita consumer expenditure. Thank you.